This is tomorrow is going to be the 1 year anniversary of Michael's death, Michael Jackson's death. And matter of fact, I've been doing a lot of interviews with some radio stations today talking about my memories of my friend Mike. And I want to share with you a couple stories that I remember. One of the funniest moments I ever had with Mike was 1974. And it was the American Music Awards. As a matter of fact, the very first American Music Awards. We had just presented the award, and backstage, Mike turns to me and says, "Hey, are you hungry?" Or he said, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm starving." So we hopped in my black limo, my black stretch limo, and we went over to Jack in the Box, and we ordered all these tacos, and we opened up the sunroof, and we stand up inside the sunroof, and we're driving down Sunset Boulevard eating Jack in the Box tacos, laughing our heads off. That's the Mike I remember. The very first time I met him, we were both about 12 or 13 years old, and I was in Toronto at the Canadian National Exhibition, and I think they were performing the day after us at the same place, and they came in early to watch our show. And Mike, I remember him stage right in the wings watching the show. The place was completely sold out, and it was a wild concert. But here's what I remember most about that day. It wasn't the show. It wasn't seeing Michael and the guys in the wings. It's what happened after the show. We all went back to our hotel, and I remember both our dads talking to each other and our moms talking to each other and having a great time. And Marlon was talking to Jay, and Jermaine was talking to Merrill, and Tito was talking to Wayne, and Jackie was talking to Alan. And Michael and I were over in the corner telling jokes and playing with toys. And that's what we did. You know, we're both 12 or 13 years old. Those are the times that I remember with Mike. And I was asked a question today on one of the radio stations. When was the last time I talked to him? And it was probably a year or so before he passed away. Maybe a little more than that. He and I were going to do a song together. And I went over to Neverland and sat down with him, and I played him the track of "I Wish Those Days Could Come Back Once More." And the lyrics were perfect for the both of us, and Mike was really all excited about it. And I went over to Stevie Wonder's place and played him the track, and Stevie said, "I love it, I love it." And he said, "Donny, you got to get close to Michael because I'm worried about him." I said, "I am too, but we're going to do this record together, and it's going to be a lot of fun." So shortly thereafter is when all the allegations hit, and I got a call one day when I was on tour, and it was Mike on the other line, and I said, "Where are you, Michael?" He said, "I can't tell you." I said, "Come on, Mike, you're talking to me here. Where are you?" He says, "I'm hiding. I rented this big bus, and I've got my kids with me, and I'm in Arizona." And he said, I just got to get away from everybody. So I said, "Mike, drive on up to Utah. Come to my house. Nobody will know you're there. And just get away so I can just talk to you." And he said, "Okay, I'll do it." But he never did. And that was the last time I talked to him. So, you know, there's a lot of things that I can attribute to his death. You know, everybody blames specific things, but this business kind of took its toll on him. And the last thing I said on some of these interviews today was, we may have lost a genius. My friend Michael is gone, but the legend will never die. He left us his music, he left us his legacy, and we should be grateful for the fact that we lived in the same time as Michael Jackson, because years and years from now, people are going to say, "I wish I would have been on the planet. I wish I could have been able to see him live and not just on YouTube or whatever." We had the chance to do that. So we miss him, but the legacy lives on. And it was very difficult for me to go through this experience a year ago. I couldn't even go to the funeral. But I know I'm going to see Mike again someday, because he certainly left a wonderful legacy behind him.